What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, make sure to press that subscribe button. If you're returning, please leave a like. Welcome to episode 3 of Find Love or Die Trying. I don't know how far we're gonna get. I don't know if we're gonna beat it or if, what's gonna happen. I'm gonna strive to make this the last episode of this, but if not, hey, I've been low-key enjoying this. What's his name? Auden Jin, I think, is the creator of this. Did a great job. This is pretty dope. But last we left off, we got done with our date with Scarlett, and yeah, I can't choose. It's either Violet or Scarlett. I thought I was hard set on going with Violet for a while, but then Scarlett pulled out some smooth talking, and I was like, hold up, hold my phone. But let's get into it. The next day, I woke to a sound of an explosion outside. So some shit's going on. Ran outside. What the? I had a feeling it was going to be her. The first thing I saw was Scarlett and black smoke emanating from the ground near her. Oh, hey there. Nice weather we're having, huh? Hey, Scarlett, you okay? I'm pretty good, all things considered. I've been experimenting again on trying to bring back people's memories without the whole monkey zombie bit. I figure if you and I ever, I'd want us to know everything about each other. That's sweet. That's some sweet. No secrets. That's you can't ask for nothing better than that. I'll let you know if I make any progress with that. Ugh, I gotta clean this up. Give me a minute and then we can head to the forest. I've been meaning to spend some time there since I got to this island. Sounds good by me. We walked together through the forest hand in hand. Oh shit, so we got to that level now. Say less. Talking about things we do after we got off this island, talking about everything and anything. After we're off this island, whatever happens, do you maybe want to catch a movie together? Sure, but why a movie? You can laugh, but there's a part of me that just wants to be a regular girl for a day. That's something I could never forget. And I'd like it if I could be that way with you. What do you say? I'd like that. Yay. Did a little dance. We spent the rest of the morning together in the woods enjoying each other's company and maybe a little more than that. Okay. Somehow in the middle of it all, I forgot what kind of show I was on in the first place. It was just me and her. In this moment, more than ever, I was glad to be alive. That's unique. Morning. Time sure flies, huh? The show's almost over and you'll be able to go back to your regular life soon. No idea if that's gonna have any less headaches, though. Who knows? As strange as it sounds, I've had some fun here. The whole getting murdered thing isn't great, but it hasn't all been bad. I did mention that other people would kill you to be in your position. On second thought, they definitely haven't thought it through enough. Probably not. Well, back to business. It's time to pick who you'll go on your first third date with. Alright, who's the unlucky soulmate candidate? Yeah, I really can't make up my mind. Oh my goodness. I think we're gonna go with Scarlett for this. For this run. If we do another run, I'll go with Violet. I promise. Alright. I can't say I'm surprised there. You're two birds of a feather. Here's to hoping you both have a day you'll both remember for a change. It's funnier when you're not an amnesiac. Wow. I found Scarlett in the same place I met her. She was engrossed in a book with a pile of books next to her. They look worn as if they've been read over and over through the years. Hey there, Scarlett, what you reading? Hi, just an old fairy tale. Really, I'm surprised that you'd read something that would throw science out the window. I'm a woman of varied tastes. I quite like these stories, especially this one. Which one are you reading? It's called The Princess of Averanda. I don't know. Really, it's silly. I doubt you'd be interested in. Try me. I smiled and she smiled back at me in kind. Okay, I don't see why not. Okay, I don't know why for a second I thought there was gonna be some NSFW, whatever the fuck it's called, type shit going on, but okay. Speaking of right now, there's something I want to bring you. What's that? Well, where's that? I'll give you a hint. I've been thinking about this place ever since you mentioned that you love fairy tales. Bro. Is this the restaurant that we went to with Violet? There's turtles. She's practically dancing around the room, talking in all the sights. It was impossible not to smile. I figured the Ocean Palace might just be your thing. Scarlet practically jumped on me and squeezed the life out of me with a deathly bear hug. This is wonderful. Thank you so much. You've made everything so special in ways I honestly can't believe, but you did it. And this is just the beginning, Scarlet. We're in this together. Damn. And we forgot our first kiss action? Alright, shit. It was like an explosion of passion that set me on fire as she kissed me back and wrapped her arms around me. Always. We spent the rest of the night enjoying a lovely dinner in a place straight out of the fairy tale with nothing but love in our hearts and laughter and smiles on our faces. This is like, I'm happy, but it's kind of like low-key shady as fuck because like this is where Violet made those reservations for us. So like, damn, I can't wait to leave this island with you. I've never been this excited, this happy since ever. You make me feel like I'm living in a fairy tale. You know, I've got an idea of how we could spend tonight if you're interested. Hold up, and she winking too? What's that? I'll show you why fairy tales were written by adults. After today's date with Scarlet, I decided to take a stroll around the mansion. The night was clear as could be. A light breeze made it just a bit chilly, but not enough that I'd need to put on more. I found myself fixating on the moon without thinking. Shorty came out. I thought I'd find you here. Why is that? Just a gut feeling, the island-wide surveillance system. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm just thinking. I can't believe the show's almost over. It didn't feel real earlier today. Time sure flies, doesn't it? You've only got the last third date with Violet tomorrow, and then the final ceremony on the day after. Oh, so we have to go on a date with her too. Speaking of which, how was your day? Awesome. It was the best. My connection with Scarlet's one of a kind, and there's no one I'd rather be with beside me than her. Being married to her would be like a dream come true. Well, aren't you romantic? But I'm happy to hear that if it's you two, I'm sure that whatever you two face out there, you'll be fine as long as you stick together. And if she stops turning people into zombies, that'd be a plus. Yeah, that's a conversation we have to have. Don't forget that in the prenup. Yeah. Who knew that the 3 dates you were all you needed to figure out if a marriage would last? If this TV gig doesn't work out, maybe I should become a marriage counselor. Anyway, I'd love to stay and chat, but I've got to get some work done tonight to prep for the ending of the show. You know what? I could use some company, and it's not like you were up to anything. Reached her hand out and put it in hers by instinct. She pulled me with her to the library. Now you're probably wondering, why did I bring you here of all places? You like to read? Well, yes, but no. There's no internet for us goons, so here's where we store most of our information. Records of every single run of the show, building and security details, guard schedules, and most importantly, salary records. It's hidden in plain sight as regular books. You need to know how to decipher them, though. They're pretty useless to the average person. Interesting, and that's very unnecessary. Who here is going to read into a book? Oh, I knew that the state of education was bad, but not this bad. You still don't answer why you brought me here. Well, you see, I have this lovely chair and table that I do so love to work on. And if it's truly, truly exhausting for me to get up from this lovely arrangement to have to fetch each book I need to reference, so you want me to grab your books for you so you can just stay here. I'm so glad you understand. And you know, I'm doing everything I can to keep you alive, and it's just a teeny tiny favor. I couldn't help but laugh at her mock pout. Sure, Cat. It's the least I can do. Great. All right, to start, I need you to grab me the Princess of Averanda. 100 easy recipes for the Philosopher's Stone. And I regret everything. This must be the 100th batch of books that I had to deliver. Damn, say that 5 times. It's been hours. Seriously, whoever designed the system should be shot. 100%. I tried to read a few of the books I was delivering, but like Kat said, they just seemed like regular books. And that's a wrap. Thanks for the help. I'll send you a thank you card when you're off this island or something. At that rate, that was pretty much slave labor. I'd like to think of it more as unpaid charity work. You've got one last date tomorrow. Don't mess it up. I'm curious, what's the first thing you're going to do when you're out of here? Honestly, I'm not sure. Maybe try to figure out what my life was before. Who knows? That's as good a start as any. Well, I got to get back to editing. See ya. Call it a night. Okay. The alarms were deafening. We planned for every possibility we could, but it wasn't enough. We made it to the ship, but it still wasn't enough. Our one saving grace, the ship wouldn't start. Someone tampered with it, and there's no time to fix it. That's it then? I couldn't find the words to say. I love you. I love you too. I wish we could have met anywhere but here. She held me in her arms with the last of her strength. All that's left to do is wait. Goodbye, love. Ooh. I woke up with Scarlet in my arms. Oh, after the talking with Kat last night, I asked Scarlet to join me for one more midnight walk. We ended up talking for hours. Morning, Scarlet. Oh, you're awake. Hi there. She was clearly half asleep. I want to invent something that puts this moment into a bottle forever. Then I'd repurpose a factory, mass produce it. Mia, love you. That's a little quick. That's very quick to just start saying I love you, but some people are different, man. We must have stayed together over an hour, but I wish it didn't have passed by so quick. I'm so happy, you know. Why is that? No matter how this show ends, we won't be alone. What more could I ask for? I was terrified before, but now I know everything will be alright. Couldn't say it better myself, Scarlet. Anyway, Kat wants you to go on a date with someone else by now, right? Yeah, sorry about that. Don't worry about it. I've got an invention to deal with them later. Sorry, what was that? Man, she a petty joint. Look who crawled out of the economy class airplane toilet. Damn. Good morning to you too, Damien. Don't mind him. Damien was just telling me the news. Your ratings were really doing really well so far. At this rate, I think you'll make it out of here. That's great news. I wouldn't celebrate just yet. Just because you've done well till now doesn't mean you won't jump the shark today. Damn. Your ratings today need to be higher than they've ever been, or you'll get axed. Axed, literally. If I'm around when your numbers are up, I guess we'll find out together, won't we? Later. He's a dickhead. Sorry about him. He can be a little mean sometimes. A murder threat is a little mean? Yeah. Anyway, you ready for your last date with Violet? It's just this last date, then tomorrow will be the final ceremony. As ready as ever. Fantastic. We'll start filming right away. Good luck. You'll need it. Thanks, I owe you one. It's time for that last date. All right, let's see what we can get into. Back in the kitchen, I see. I found Violet in the same place as I met her. She was taking out a fresh batch of cookies from the oven. Morning, Violet. I slid next to her and grabbed one of the cookies in a smooth motion. She was hot. Worth the pain, damn, that was delicious. Wait a minute, you silly goose. You never fail to make me laugh, and I quite admire that. I did a mocking bow with my arms behind my back. And yeah, the pleasure's all mine, milady. Stop, you. I wolfed down another cookie. Hell yeah. You do know these are for sharing every... Ah, my goodness. My reading, man. I told you, I'm at like a 5th grade level now, man. I've leveled up a little bit, but I'm still like... It's still down there. I'm part of everyone. What's the problem here? We laughed together at the bit we were performing. That reminds me. What's up? It's come to my attention that this show will be ending quite soon. Yeah, it is. Oh, do cheer up, please. I don't intend to feel sorry for myself. Instead, I want to use the time we have left here to do something I've always longed to do. What's that? What I want is to go on a date, the kind that normal people go on. The kind that I've only read about, having a picnic, watching a movie at the theater, long walks on the beach, even something crazy like a paint night. And then we could watch the sunset go down, and it'd be so romantic. That's actually a good-ass date right there. I think we can make it happen. We can't, can we now? Which one? Why not all of them? She got the most beautiful smile, damn. Like this MC, bro. Damn, he can't make up his mind either. Shit. Really? You've got to be kidding me. You can count on me, Violet. I'll make it happen. Yay. She did a little cheer dance. Gosh, I can't stop smiling looking at her. That said, I have no idea what to do. Guess this will be touch and go. It wouldn't be fair if you figured out everything. Let me handle the picnic. She pulled a basket from behind her. Care to join me in the lovely outdoors? I wouldn't miss it for the world. Oh, she feeding food and shit? All right. We walked outside for a while, then settled on a lovely spot with a nice mix of shade and sunlight for our picnic. The way her silver caught the sunlight, it was enough to make you believe in angels. She was so beautiful. Dig in. I brought plenty. Please do not hold yourself back. I've got to be the luckiest person alive. Save that talk for after you've tried this. I'm letting you have the first bite. Should I be worried? I smiled as she mock pouted. Just kidding. She laughed and then smiled as she spoon-fed me a delicious egg roll. Called it I'm the luckiest person alive. Not just because the food's delicious, but because you're here next to me, vibe. Bro, he got Riz like no belief. Oh my goodness. You've made this week so special. I feel the same way, and there's more where that came from. You're absolutely right. I've got something prepared for just the two of us. You owe me one, V. We enjoyed the delicious food and conversation over the rest of the afternoon. We walked back to the mansion hand in hand, smiling all the while. Next stop, the only movie theater on the island. I didn't know we had a room like this in the mansion. I'm not surprised. Tara's pretty territorial about this room, from what I've seen and heard. But right now, it's our very own private movie theater. I did a little jazz hands at the TV. Violet clapped, and as if I had put on a performance of a lifetime. I made a dramatic bow and then took a look at the movies that they had in the store. Let's see, we have rom-coms, fantasy, medieval movies, war movies, a few superhero movies, and last but not least, a horror movie. I put on a rom-com. From what Violet was saying earlier, this would definitely be her favorite. I started the movie and went back to sit next to her with my arm around her. The story was about a girl who moved to a place called New York to become a writer, falls in love with a boy she meets there, and eventually realizes her dream and her love. It wasn't anything special, but Violet was thoroughly entranced by the whole movie. Me, I was more entranced by her. He was trying to make a movie. That's After the credits rolled, Violet practically burst into tears. This was the best movie I've ever seen in my whole life. Then how about we take a scene you like from the movie and turn it into a painting? Oh my gosh, you didn't. Just wait right here for a second. Okay. Had no idea where to find art supplies, but I knew if there was anyone who could, it was Kat. Kat, I think you know the sitch. I got some nerve putting this together at the last moment, but I like that about you. 4. Set up everything we need for paint night in the main hall of the mansion. Stat. Oh man, I just finished my shift. Even better, you got free time for this. And so we started painting on the canvases in the main hall. I think I'll paint a picture of... That's kind of OD to paint you two watching the movie. I'm going to paint a scene from the movie too. That's what she wanted. There's too many to pick from. Which scene are you painting? I'm drawing the scene where the girl runs out in the rain to tell the boy she loves her. It was just so romantic. She sighed like a love-stuck teenager. I could tell she was putting her whole heart into this painting. She captured the scene perfectly. As for me, let's just say I was more focused on making the people have the right number of heads and was working from there. That's a good start. An hour or so later, we finished and compared our final artworks. She's an incredible, talented artist. Me, not so much. That was embarrassing, but man, it was worth just seeing her smile and break into laughter. Her laughter was interrupted by a gurgle from her stomach. Mother would punish me if she heard me make that sound, but who cares now? It's unstoppable at this point. Is it time for dinner? I do believe it is. We keep going back to the palace, bro. The palace is the spot, though. I mean, I guess it's the only place that there really is to eat, but damn. I volunteered to cook, but she wanted to go back back to the restaurant that we went on our first date, so we did. Apparently, she was trying too hard to be prim and proper back then and didn't actually get to eat as much as she wanted. She ate up a storm, almost literally. Almost. We spent dinner wolfing down delicious food without a care in the world and laughing about scenes in the movie in our little artsy adventure. Then finally, we went on the long-awaited walk on the beach. We held hands and walked along the ocean. The waves of the ocean seemed to play music as far as we skirted by. The times we talked about without end. At other times, we enjoyed each other's company in warmth and silence. Either way, we were as happy as can be. We talked about how the past, the present, and the future were so different than before because of each other. You know, if you'd asked me to marry you right now, without a doubt, I'd accept. Damn. I know it sounds quite crazy to say that in such a short period of time, but I just know. She kissed me passionately with everything she had. Damn, she kissed. Damn, okay. We fell together under the soft sand of the beach. Will you marry me, Violet? I looked at her and saw the most beautiful smile from the most beautiful girl there was. I know the final ceremony's tomorrow, but I want you to know how I feel. A moment passed. It felt like my heart was trapped in my throat. Of course, I know what I said. And then I saw something I'd never seen before and would never see again. The sky outside rapidly turned from a bright blue to black, as if water were being drowned in the darkest ink. And then the bright sun in the sky went out like a candle in the wind, as the warmth of the beach sand disappeared in an instant. Please collect the cast. The experiment is complete. The last thing I saw was Violet screaming as shadowy figures grabbed her from behind. A second later, I couldn't even see my hands reaching for Violet's, desperately trying to pull her back to me. Then I felt someone grab me from behind. No, not somebody. There must have been several dudes. They forced me to the ground and cuffed me behind my back. I screamed, but there was no sound. I couldn't hear anything, not even the sound of the waves. I tried to fight, but there was no way out. I screamed for Violet, for her to run as far as she could, but I heard no response. Then, nothing. Oh, shit. I woke up on an operating table, the kind you'd see in a nightmare. Yeah, I'd be fucking scared too. Blood splattered on the floor and the walls, the smell of disinfectant and rotten flesh. There was nearby a table littered with metal instruments that could make anybody talk. My first instinct was to get up and get off it as fast as possible, while my neck and hands and legs were cuffed and pinned down in a thick metal brace. My first instinct was to get up and get off as fast as possible, but my neck, hands, and legs were cuffed and pinned down in thick metal braces. I tried to force myself out with all my strength, but the braces didn't so much as budge. Hello? What's going on? Where am I? Violet, you there? All I heard back were echoes of my own screams. Wherever I was, this place must be massive. Aw, shit. She was holding some kind of helmet with thick wires extruding from the back of it. Don't worry, Violet is doing just fine. She's just taking a little nap. What is going on? You've got to help me. I was just on my date with Violet when everything went dark and these guys fucking kidnapped us, and she was behind this shit. Why are you even asking her? I know. She sighed. You did good, but not good enough. That's pretty much it. Wouldn't it make you feel better to hear that you're the best one yet? I don't care. You get me out of here. At this point, there's no point in explaining. She placed the helmet on my head carefully. Even if I wanted to stop her from doing so, the brace around my neck made it impossible to maneuver. Please don't do this. I could hear the hum of a massive generator turning on behind me. She raised her hand, revealing a trigger switch with a single red button. I just want to get out of here. I just want to get back to my life, whatever it is, please. Not today. She pressed it. The sound of crashing waves, a world without time or color. I'm back. This time it's as I'm sitting in an audience watching myself from afar. The escape had failed. I'd been separated from her and captured. We really had never had a chance, did we? I find myself praying that she's safe if anything happened to her. For the moment, the world exploded with a color. Always the hero, aren't you? What did you do to her? You should be more worried about yourself. You knew the rules. If you tried to escape the island, you die. It didn't have to be like this, but you... I'm done talking. Goodbye. Oh, will you look at that? Looks like our little hero's got some life left in him. You know, you're in luck. Usually I'd just kill you for this, but a new opportunity's just opened up, and I think you'd be the perfect fit. Hey, don't just lie there. Just 5 more minutes. You're the star of the show. You can't just sleep through it. Watch. That's how you want to. It's on. Ow. Oh, shit. Did you just hit me? Me? Never in a million years. Anyway, what was your name? Oh, my name is... I can't remember. No, it's not. It's not restarting. Okay. I was about to speed through this. My name's Kat. It's nice to meet you. You're the star of the show. Okay. I'm dead meat if I can't finish the show with a fiance or if the ratings aren't high enough. None of the girls on the show know the truth. They found out they'd kill all of us. Why couldn't I wake up with no memories in a regular hospital like a regular drama protagonist? At least these girls seem nice. Ali's quite something. She tells me she'll be hard to keep up with, and that's not just from losing a race to her in the field. Scarlett's interesting. I still got no idea if she's trying to read the magazine or the book hiding it. I'll figure that out later. Tara marches onto the beat of her own drum. I like that. Violet's cool but intimidating as hell. I'm pretty sure she was about to cook one of the brothers for dinner. Then there's Yui. She seemed like a really sweet girl. Something about her is so familiar. She said she knew me from before. I'll have to ask her what I was like before as soon as I can. But from now on, the show must go on. And that's why V's the perfect soulmate for each of you. I'm sorry, you just drew a bunch of numbers and symbols that don't really mean anything. It's the bullshit math like the... You're late to the party. Now that we're all together, it's time to explain the rules of the show. What the fuck? Hold on. You'll get to know the 3 of the girls over the next 9 days, over 3 days with each of them. And then on the 10th day, you have to ask when the okay, so... This should be far enough. So the girls think you'll be asking any of the 5 of them for a date. I only want you to be asking 3 of them. Basically everybody but Scarlet and Violet. Why is that? Let's just say we think we'll be getting higher ratings that way. And you know how important the high ratings are, right? So without further ado... What? Who do you want to go on your... So... Oh my. Okay, I mean, I guess we'll go with Yui, but the forest to the north of the house was as serene as could be. With each step forward, I felt the soft earth giving way beneath my feet, and the wind caressed my skin. As green as far as the eye could see, and her in a flowing white dress standing in the middle of it all. Hey there, what you doing all the way out here? I could ask you the same. I guess so. Had the cutest giggle and that instantly put a smile on your face. Care to join me for a walk? I'd like that. We started to walk down the forest path together. I couldn't help but be fascinated by her hair, flowing like water in the wind. I doubt you remember, but I'm from all the way out in the country. I grew up surrounded by animals, nature, you name it. It was just me and my grandma, my 2 little brothers, and the alpacas and my bunnies, Bun and Bun Bun, and the chickens and too many farm animals to count. To answer your question from earlier, nature takes me back home. Do you still live there? Yep, wouldn't have had any other way. Though I had moved to the city for a bit back then. You know, that's when I met you. How did we meet? Well, you know, one thing I hated about this city is that everyone's in a rush. People just walk by each other as if they're obstacles to get past instead of, well, people. That's facts, though. I came to the city alone, didn't know left from right, and I got lost. I swear every building looks the same. You can say that again. I try to ask people for directions to where I live or where the school was, but no one would give me any time of day, except for you. I helped you? Yeah, you didn't even know me, but you took the time to help me figure my way around. Gosh, I'd never been so embarrassed in my life. Why were you embarrassed? You know, shy. We found out later that we went to the same high school, but we never talked too much after that. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh, it's not your fault. I had to move back home pretty soon after that anyway. Well, I'm happy I'm getting the second chance to get to know you better, Yui. Feel the same way. You're just like how I remember. Well, actually, the whole trying to date 5 girls at once type thing came out of nowhere, but life is full of surprises, I guess. It shouldn't take long to remove them from the equation. Huh? It's a little joke. I was just saying I'm so happy to see you again. Here's to the future. We spent the rest of the day talking in the nature and making up for lost time. Apparently, I was always ending up in trouble back then. I guess not too much has changed. Something about Yui made it so easy to open up. I found myself almost telling her the truth about how the show several times. I wouldn't do that. Even though I couldn't tell her the whole truth, I could tell her just enough of what was worrying me to make me feel at home and at ease. Whatever's getting you down, I'm sure it'll all be okay. No matter what, I'm on your side. Ugh. I stumbled back in my room and plopped onto my bed. He would be coming at this hour. I shuffled over in a haze. Hey, sorry to bother you this late. It's alright. Don't mind me. I'm just going to make myself real comfortable. I really got to get at one of these beds for my... What brings you here? Can't stop thinking about me. You wish. Unfortunately, it's my job to help you survive until the end of the show. That means checking with you on every night. So, like, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Back to what I'm here for. Your date with you. The ratings was a knockout with her. Okay. People can't stop raving about your date with Yui today. I mean, mostly death threats because they want you to be in their position. Oh my goodness, I cannot read. Nice to know that the outside world is safer than here. They're just jealous. Most people would dream of having someone like Yui to be their soulmate candidate. Then again, it's no fun if it's just the Yui show. We need to show more drama, betrayal, romance. Tomorrow I want you to find your second soulmate candidate and ask them out on a date. We have no choice. Alright, sounds good to me. I would have expected you wanted to spend more time with Yui tomorrow, but I guess I understand your situation. Without those ratings getting higher and higher every day, they'll axe the show and your life with it. I guess it makes sense in some warped way. I'm impressed at how well you took that. I'd almost think it wasn't your fault. Your first time on a life or death killing dating show. Well, that's pretty much what I needed to tell you. It's getting late and we've got big days tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow night. Good. She was gone before I had a chance to finish. Guess it's time to call it a night. I'm so confused, bro. The sound of waves. Hey, I can hear her calling out to me within a dream. It's you. I love you. I always will. And I'll always love you too. My mouth moves on its own. Even if there's so many women on this show, they could never be you. I held her tight and kissed her. You promise? I promise. Promises are unbreakable, you know. That's what you told me. I meant every word I said. She smiled at me. You better have. Your face is becoming clearer to me with every day that goes by. You know you're here with me. But which one are you? In the morning, the girls and I decided to hang out in the garden outside the house. Oh wow, there's all kinds of flowers here that I've never seen before. Really? You've never seen a tulip? Grandma and I only grew hyacinths back home, so nope. See, I know a little bit. Not even on the internet, and I thought I had to get out more. I can believe that the only flowers I ever work with are Venus flytraps. What do you do with those? Well, we do a lot of experiments at the lab. Don't you ever find yourself thinking, wouldn't it be cool to make a Venus flytrap that could walk and talk? Some Mario shit. Literally never. It's whatever. She ran away 2 years ago. Both my neighbors lost their pet cats the same day too. I miss you, Fluffy. You sure we're lost. Tea's ready. Thanks, Violet. Got a cup for everybody. The aroma from the tea really worked up my appetite. I've prepared some treats for us as well. Please enjoy. We spent the rest of the morning eating delicious treats and sipping on delicious tea as we theorized what might have happened to Fluffy. Personally, my money's on the felines being the culprits. Every cat I've met has a nasty surprise up their sleeve. I see what they did there. There you are. I've been looking for you, so it's time to decide who's your second Second John. Not like you really have a choice though. Without further ado, who's the one you want? Like, so I really can't click. Like, I'm definitely going with Ali, but this is weird. Is it so like you like have to get to know all these girls and then like I'm really confused. I'm super confused, but here we are. Now be a dear and give us a minute to set up the scene. Sorry if it seems like I'm not like reading as much, but like I'm just so confused. How I let her talk me into this, I'll never know. You sure this is a good idea? There's only one way to find out, isn't there? She pulled me towards up the oh my goodness, bro. I cannot read. Relax, what's the worst that could happen? Well, I could die. Would it be too much to ask to be on a TV show that didn't end up with me dead? Don't worry, I got you. Oh shit. Ali slipped on her rollerblades, pulling me down the hill with her. I tried to step back up on reflexes, but it was all I could do to stand up with the rollerblades. Oh fuck. We started rolling down the hill faster and faster and faster. Ali was rolling down the hill backwards at full speed. I could see panic in her eyes. I couldn't figure out how to stop. We were going faster and faster. I screamed. Ali laughed and pointed at me. Gosh, your face is priceless. I love it. Ali turned around effortlessly and somehow glided next to me without ever having let go of my hand. Bro, what is up with my speech? Our breakneck pace became slower and slower as she steered us back and forth repeatedly. Before I knew it, we were gliding down the road smoothly. The wind felt so nice. Now you've got the hang of it. You've got a funny way of teaching. The best way to teach a bird to fly is throwing it off a cliff, no? That's one way of putting it. That's definitely a way of looking at it. Don't worry about it. You weren't even in danger. Have you ever been rollerblading for a long time? Nope. I actually learned how today. So... okay. What was that about never being in danger? You're quite the daredevil, aren't you? What gave that away? She laughed as she slapped me on the back. You know, you're a pretty quick learner. You picked up rollerblading almost as fast as I did. Well, I've got a pretty great teacher. It's a lot of fun hanging out with you, Ali. Shucks, I feel the same way. It's great to being around someone willing to go on an adventure. The world's gone crazy. We're all gonna die. You might as well be around people that make life worth living. I couldn't say it better myself. You know, I bet you can't skate backwards. Ali reversed and started skating backwards as if to taunt me. Oh, why is that? I just think it's a bit too scary for a person who screams when they start going down a little bump. That's fucked up. You almost murdered this man and now you're mocking him like for being scared. That's a little fucked up. I can't handle a little bump. Oh, that's fucked up. Come on, it was a hill. Yeah. I felt a little fire light inside of me. Bring it on, Ali. Oh, are you sure? Did I stutter? There comes a time in every person's life where they know we're taking a stupid bet, but do it anyway. With the power of misplaced confidence and adrenaline, I jumped high into the air. Oh, 360 I'm gonna do a backflip. Did a backflip. Wait, why am I doing a flip, or is the world flipping? I'm not sure. Then it dawned on me. Oh, fuck. The backflip wasn't a good idea. No, I won't let you kill him. What? You're going to wish we had... What the hell? You're up. You okay? Try not to move. You're a little banged up right now, but you'll be just fine in no time. Kat and I treated your injuries pretty well, if I do say so myself. Well, what happened? You, skated backwards. You were definitely skating quite liberally, huh? How did I get here? I carried you here. And she's strong as hell. Be able to carry me. It's him. He's probably like $150, but shit, you can't carry the 200 club. Oh man, my head. Take it easy. It's only been a few hours since you KO'd yourself. Well, it's sort of my fault, but I made you some food. It should help you get your strength back and quick. Thanks, Sally. That's really nice of you. Don't expect something that Violet would make. All I can promise that the food is probably healthier than my last suggestion before you knocked yourself out. I'll take my chances. I took a bite of the food cautiously. God, I'm dying. For a moment, Ali was wide-eyed and shocked with horror. I'm just messing with you. The food is delicious. Thanks, Ali. I just figured I'd get a little bit of payback. You know, no one forced you to jump. She laughed and slapped me on the shoulder, then ran her hand through my hair and scratched it. I found myself smiling and admiring the blue of her eyes. I'm looking forward to our next adventure, but promise not to be stupid again. I'll try my best, but people can't help to do stupid things to impress a pretty girl. I guess impressed is what we'll call it. We spent the rest of the day making fun of each other for how stupid we were being. Somehow, someway, Ali could take the ordinary and turn it into an adventure. I was laughing so hard that I could barely feel any pain. Before I knew it, it was nighttime. I was about to enter my room, then I felt a familiar tap on my shoulder. Got a minute? Let's just make sure Yui and Ali see me come in here, fan some flames. Sorry, what? Kat looked around, smiled, and went into my room. I followed suit. First, the good news. Thanks to my plan, we've gotten enough ratings to avoid early canning. People loved it when you and Yui were the main ship, but loved it even more after Ali kicked off this competition. I'm glad to hear I get to live another day. For now, at least. But that can change on a dime, so keep it up. Also, I'm curious how you're feeling about Yui and Ali. Between those two, obviously, it's Yui. No competition. Like, Ali's just... It's a little too much. Like, I can't really rock with her. I think I have a better connection with Yui right now. Yui, you know, it's practically self-explanatory. She's the best. I had a feeling you'd say that, and you're right to say that. Well, we'll see where things go with Yui. Something tells me you'll get a chance to hang out with her again soon. Anyway, that's it for today. Keep it up, and who knows, you might just be the first one to make it out of here. Night. She left my room, closing the door behind her. Guess it's time to turn in for the night. Sometimes the most precious moments are the most mundane. That's deep. It's just the two of us spending the evening together in the games room. I'm reading a book and at the same time watching her rage against an opponent in a fighting game. It's fun to watch her savor each victory or explode with profanity when she loses. Life is good. It's times like these where you wish life could always be this simple. Sometimes in those moments, people wish for more excitement, for fame, for fortune, for anything but the ordinary. But all I want is the ordinary with you. Fuck you. I love this woman so much. Sounds like Tara more than anybody, but I don't know. I heard what happened yesterday. Are you okay? So, there's a lot to unpack here. There's some weird shit going on. I don't know if I fucked up or if like it's just gonna keep going in a circle or something, but I don't know. But we're gonna find out together. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Things are getting a little weird, but it's alright. I'm liking the plot twists, but you know, make sure that you stick around for the next ones. But hey, make sure you leave a like, make sure you comment down below what you would like to see next, and make sure you hit that subscribe button with the bell notification. Don't forget, so that you always stay tuned and what they're, oh my goodness, with what we're doing. The reading is fucking with my vocabulary. It's making it better, but it's making me stutter, bro. I can't do this. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hit the subscribe button. That's all I gotta say. Peace.